as all of you know, is Miguel Pena. I am the Master of Ceremonies this evening, and it's going to be a very interesting evening, our opening of our exhibition and our panel discussion. And I would, without much further delay, like to invite Miss Harriet Pierce, the librarian of the Barbados Museum, to do some official remarks on behalf of the museum. Please welcome Ms. Pierce.
Thank you, Miguel. Good evening, everyone. I want to recognize Professor Mance, who has worked so tirelessly with this project. The other members of the panel, Dr. Jeffrey Ward, Lieutenant Colonel Fernando Cordell. They're the ones who are here at the moment. So welcome everyone, especially invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening and welcome to the official opening of Behind the Wire, Caribbean and Global Experiences of Internment, 1914 to 1919. I bring greetings and apologies from our director, Ms. Alessandra Cummings, and her deputy, Mr. Kevin Farmer, who are both traveling on museum business and cannot be here today. But of course, they're with us in spirit. It is only fitting that this, the museum's second installation of Behind the Wire, should be open today, the day on which we observe Remembrance Day in honor of those Barbadians who served during World Wars I and II, some of whom made the ultimate sacrifice. In 2021, the Barbados Museum and Historical Society, in collaboration with Austrian University and Professor Stefan Mance, introduced the Barbadian public and visitors to the difficult truth that sites across Barbados were used for the internment of German and Austrian civilians during World War I. These individuals were victims of circumstance. Simply put, they were born in nations, Germany and Austria, which because of the outbreak of World War I became enemies of the British Empire and therefore of Barbados. And they were seized by colonial authorities while visiting the island. In that exhibition, the lives of those men labeled as enemy aliens were examined. Their treatment during the internment, those who attempted to intervene on their behalf, and those sites across Barbados where they were interned were all presented in that exhibition. This iteration of Behind the Wire, Caribbean and Global Experiences of Internment, 1914 to 1919, explores the histories of internment of more than 1 million civilians of all nationalities and colors, who found themselves behind barbed wire during World War I. This narrative includes the experiences of German civilians interned in Britain and her colonies and dominions, including Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, and the West Indies. Furthermore, and poignantly so for Barbadian and Caribbean people, this exhibition highlights the stories of the West Indian and Barbadian civilians who, like their German counterparts, also found themselves interned, but in Germany and Austria, due to their British citizenship and the fact that they had migrated and settled in those nations prior to the start of the war. In the exhibition, you will see names that are familiar indeed. You might even see your family name in the panel that discusses those Barbadians who were interned in Germany. Some of these names are John Eveling, Robert Haynes, Leonard Jackson, Garfield Marshall, Alexander Wilson, William Beckles, Martin Daltis, Hubert Downs, Walter Winter, William Savory, Milton Coffin, and Evandale Roberts. In addition to the text panels, This exhibition uses audiovisual technology to present these important narratives. Of course, you will have the chance to explore these technologies when you tour the exhibition in just a couple minutes. On display are artifacts that would have been familiar to those interned, as well as those items like postcards and guidebooks of Barbados that would have evoked memories of home. In summary, this exhibition is about the humanity in all of us and those experiences which bind us together irrespective of our origins. It is about the remembrance of those who are long gone, but who, because of the excellent research of Austrian University and the collaborative efforts of the Barbados Museum and Historical Society, will not be forgotten. The Barbados Museum and Historical Society is pleased to again partner with Professor Mann and Austrian University and our own consultant, Mr. Miguel Pena, as we continue to highlight the human interest stories that are very much a part of our national narrative. Thank you so much for listening. And now, on behalf of the director of the Barbados Museum and Historical Society, Ms. Alexandra Cummings, I declare Behind the Wire, Caribbean and Global Experiences of Internment, 1914 to 1919, open.
Thank you very much, Ms. Pierce. And ladies and gentlemen, without much further delay, please, if you follow me down to the main store exhibition gallery, we can take a look. You will be the first to see the exhibition and to experience some of those audiovisual technologies yourself and to see those stories. So we'll go down. You can please.